What does Brexit mean for you?
I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Brexit?
Yeah.
Brexit means England, the UK leaving Europe.
Okay.
What does it mean for you? How would it affect you?
It would affect me probably in a less positive way, because in construction, majority of the parts and the tools that we get are from abroad, from Sweden, from Germany, from them type of countries. So if we were to leave the EU, the prices will go up for our actual tools and costs. So it will put us in a bit of a lower budget. Yeah.
And you? What do you think of the same question?
It's bad for the import business but good for the export business, because obviously as a pound lowers, that means that it's going to be easier for Germany, Italy and places like that to keep trade coming out of the UK, but coming into the UK it'll be a bit more difficult.
Okay.
Because I think at the moment it's £1.14 to the dollar.
Yeah.
I watch way too much news. Do you think people should get more involved in politics?
I think people should, but I think if they did, it wouldn't really make a difference, apart from if you're actually in a higher position to have the power of politics. Like if you're not actually in the power to give up, they're not going to really care about your opinion if you were to give an opinion anyway.
What about you? What do you think?
No, not really. It's decent at the moment. That's about it. How would you feel if you wasn't British?
I actually don't know, you know, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't think I'll feel any different, to be honest. Yeah, not really.
Oh, I won't have a clue.
England's already quite diverse already, innit? So.
Yeah, exactly. But I'd say to broaden that, I'd say I'd feel happy, because I think not too much immigration's happening, but the wrong type of immigration's happening. I'd say because if you look at areas like Southall, Northolt and areas like that, Chinatown, it's like that. Immigration, the whole point of it is to get people integrated into English society, and that has obviously not happened. You're creating mini cultures inside a different country, which ends up with people resenting the country that they live in. Did you vote? Generally I voted to leave the EU.
I didn't vote. I don't really. Yeah.
Why?
I genuinely don't think it was that important to actually vote. I know people was vote, but yeah.
See now, here's something I'll put out of question. Do you think that affects such stuff like politicians, the way they vote? They usually go to elderly homes. They won't usually come to a hostel, because the demographic that they look at is it's usually 18 to 24-year-olds do not vote, but above that is...
So you're only getting an opinion of older people, you're not actually getting an opinion of the young generation.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why there's not too much stuff for like the care system and the young homeless people.
Did you regret not voting?
Not really, no.
Not really? So, for example, if you would have voted and other people like you, probably the results...
I think if there was someone...
different because they were very balanced.
If there was someone maybe different in power that had different views and different ideas compared to the other people, then I think maybe a bit different.
David Cameron had a very left view.
Yeah.
And what ended up winning is the right view. People like Farage and Boris Johnson, he kind of hop trains at the last minute though, didn't he?
Is there any politicians that you especially like?
It's an unpopular one, but Farage, I'd say.
Farage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not everything he says, but the majority, I'd say.
But now he's not in politics anymore.
No, he's not. He's done what he wanted for the country, which is to get out, but he trusts the powers that be to sort out the rest.
Okay, what about you? Do you like someone in particular?
The only person that I actually felt had a good view in politics, which is age ago, but not in this country, was probably Pablo Escobar in Colombia, running for president in Colombia. Although he did all the madness he did, but his views and what he was saying was for
What
the
kind
poor.
of views?
Well, he was giving the money to the poor, actually helping the actual poor, building football stadiums for kids and all
He
that.
was also
And
creating more smackheads.
He
But
was-
he was killing other people.
he was killing other people,
kidnapping.
but it's the same what other politics are doing in different countries. And like if you go to like Middle Eastern, all their dictators, they're doing the exact
North
same
Korea.
thing. Yeah, they're doing the exact same thing. It's just that he got a bit more known for it
It's
because
South Korea, innit?
because he was making a lot more money. That's the only thing. But I think what his actual views were in politics, not the other stuff, what his actual views were in politics were good views.
in society.
Yeah, to
In
help
society.
the poor in Medellin. Yeah.
And don't you think that maybe he was doing this like to gain support of people and to get a backup? Like, from the...
I think in a way he could. Yeah, he was doing it for support to make himself look a little bit better. But at the same time, he wasn't actually a person, person that was running for position that has come from nothing, that actually had nothing, that has actually come to the position where they actually have a lot of money. So from a person that actually has nothing, from a person that actually was born already with something, it's a bit different.
Do you admire Pablo Escobar?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. A little bit. Not all the killing and all that, but yeah, his views and the way he wanted to change Colombia. Yeah.
Because you think that he is a dreamer or something like that. He was doing bad
Yeah.
things for good things, like in exchange.
Sort of like the Robin Hood, innit, really? That's how I sort of saw it, the Robin Hood.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I know,
that's
but wouldn't you say that's kind of publicising that way of life, like drug dealing? Like, if you look at the UK now, look, it started off with grime, now it's gone to a different genre, but trapping and all that, and so now it's glorified it massively. And I've even spoken to a few kids, 9 to 10, and they've said, what I want to do when I'm older, I just want to be an older. I just want. So it's like a cycle, really, isn't it?
True. But if you think about it, most politicians ain't actually been born in the actual like slums of Colombia itself. They actually was born in like a little shack. Most
Yeah, of
politicians
course.
were born already in a wealthy family.
Yeah,
have been
'cause
raised. There's no actually someone that has actually come in that has actually
Their
had
family
nothing.
has maximised their opportunity of
Yeah.
success.
The point of it is I like him because he was a person that had nothing and he was basically a person that had nothing and had the views of which people actually had nothing.
If you was a prime minister, would you be what would be the first thing you would change? He was gonna say change cannabis to being legal or some shit like that, innit?
I would probably say, yeah, you shouldn't have to pay for travel wherever you go in London itself. Like if you wanted to go to Paris, you shouldn't have to pay for that. You shouldn't actually have to pay to move about. It should be free.
We've kind of fluffed up that chance for leaving
What
the
do
EU.
you think? What do you think it should be free? The transport.
I think it should be free because it's transport to explore the world and to see the world. You shouldn't have to actually pay to see that. To go, say if you really wanted to see France for experience or something, you shouldn't have to pay to go see that. You should be able to actually go there and actually see it. You shouldn't have to lose money to actually enjoy yourself, basically.
Yeah, I know, but then that's taking hard workers out.
It's taking hard workers out, but I'm
Yeah,
saying for
they
people
just-
to visit and all
Yeah,
that, not
it
to
could
stay.
just be a bunch of homeless people going to Dubai.
Yeah, true.
And crime rates will be all over the place because if you're going to do that,
What would you change in your
What-
case if you were prime minister?
what would I change? Better care system, I'd say. Especially with young migrants coming over, it's going to put so much pressure on places like that.
Why? What do you think? Do you think that is needed for young migrants? Do you think?
It's massively needed.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said as well, if you're not going to do that, then you're going to leave a massive hole full of more people coming to this country, not feeling at home really. So then you're going to leave it with people feeling segregated in the country that they're in. So it will just cause more troubles down the line. How will Brexit affect young people's lives?
I think in a good way and a bad way. In both ways, obviously, you're gonna get good and bad. Like for me, for construction, like when like other people come to this country, you get some people that will actually stand outside the tool shops and wait to be picked up. That will work for cheaper rates than what we would work for. So instead of actually paying us what we would get, say if we get £300 a week for working, these people get picked up and they would make a shorter wage, but they would work a lot. Like these people will work through their cigarette break, through their toilet break, through their lunch break. They would do that and still get lesser pay. In a way, they're proving what hard work is, but at the same time, it's taking jobs. But
modern day slavery, it's the closest it
basically,
comes.
yeah. Bad will be people losing jobs. A couple people will be losing jobs, and I think in a good way will be, I think more people coming in, making it more diverse, making Britain a bit more cultured.
I'd say the opposite, pretty much. I'd say, like I said, it's very good for the export business, very bad for the import business. I've got that right, and yeah. Basically, because the pound's losing value rapidly, so loads of people will be buying more British products, and we're going to be able to buy less abroad, pretty much.
But then British will lose money when they export things as well, because the pound is cheaper, so they will be paid less.
No, not really, because there'll be more quantity, so it will slowly help the British economy to rise back up.
Do you think that rich people are happier than poor people?
Well, rich people, they do complain that money can't buy everything, and some rich people have like really rich people commit suicide due to stress and depression and all that. But I think the person that actually said money can't buy you happiness wasn't rich.
He was broke as fuck.
No,
that's where he was.
Basically, the person that said money can't buy you everything was broke. That's what I think.
What do you think?
I think money is a modern day freedom. If you've got money, you can sit with your feet up all day, or you can go out and do stuff.
Gives you opportunities.
Yeah, exactly. It's a door opener. You can go into a Ferrari shop and crash it down the road if you want.
What about these studies?
That made me happy.
These studies that say that 50% of your happiness is in your genes, basically.
Yeah.
So it's genetic. Another 40% is a matter of attitude. So if you want to be happy and you make things to make happy yourself, you can be happy. And then 10% is what you're talking about. 10% of this happiness, it comes from money or from like the social background, family.
To be honest, it depends, because 98% of people, I'd say, that are rich have a progressive attitude, which is obviously good. Which not many broke people have, to be honest. That's why only the cream rises to the top. Would you say that's a fair statement?
How I see it, it's like if you actually have money and you have a bad day, your bad day is you're still going in to your nice house, you still got your fridge full, you still have all your stuff there. But if you're if you're not really got money and you got a bad day, it's a bad day, innit? Like you really ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
So I see for a bad day for them is a good day for a person that hasn't got anything.
And then you think that money sometimes makes you feel far away from the important things in life in the end? Like, for example, love, family, friends.
Not really, it depends how you use the money.
Yeah.
You could have your family living right
We're
next to you.
talking about very rich people.
Oh, rich people.
Rich people, very superficial life. Like.
See, now that's the thing. There's like some billionaire that I was watching a documentary on, and he lives in his van.
Oh yeah, I seen that guy.
Yeah.
It's a bin thing, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I seen that.
And what do you think about it?
He looks happy, but that's the thing. You've got a little nest egg. You don't really.
But he knows at the back of his mind, even when he's living in that bin,
he doesn't have to.
He can get a taxi straight to his house, or whatever happens to him, innit, he's good. If it's actually a poor person, they have nothing, innit? Like if something happens to his house, that's cool. He can probably buy another 50. That other person can't.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So you can put it into a matter of perspective that he always has a backup plan.
Basically.
Yeah.
He's always got that plan B.
And it's summer all year round when you've got money.